Welcome to the most heretical stream on the internet. I give you Wooly1169.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the stream. Welcome to the stream, welcome back, Captain of Industry. I'm only, 4 minutes late? That's not bad. I thought it was going to be 5 or 10 minutes late, so busted ass. Raven's here. Let me first welcome in. Glad to see you, and let's see. Let's go ahead and switch into the game. Because I want to just go ahead and get started. I was just seeing how, and you're over there on the YouTubes as well. Welcome in. I was just looking to see how the old sand pit here was filling in. It's taking its time, but it's getting filled in slowly. Copper, meanwhile, we still have a crap ton more copper to scoop out of here. I had them go ahead and start scraping along the edges here to get all the dirt and the rock, because I wanted to fill in the dirt that we were still missing in this area. And they did that. And then, where am I dumping dirt now? Oh, down here. Putting dirt in down here now. So that's good. Came there while the ads are running. The ads should be long done on Twitch. I did a pre-roll. You might have come in during the pre-roll, so it gave you the whole thing. Ugh, Twitch and your ads. But I wanted to fill in the dirt down here because that's some more coastline that we had. It still shouldn't run ads for you if you reload it after the pre-roll was done. Yeah, shouldn't have. That's weird, but okay. Twitch be twitching. But I wanted to get this cleaned out, and then I want to also, like I said, fill in the dirt here so we could have this bit of frontage nice and square. I was also hoping that this sand pit would be done filling in so that we could dirt it over and use it for building upon. I think we're going to want to build here, we'll build the new oil processing here, I think. Which means taking down this one, that one, and this one, and replacing them with one big-ass one, eventually. But we'll see. I was also thinking about things to do in this stream, and I think one of the things that I want to do is to get the train coming through here, which means, I guess, also getting some dirt in here. We could do that via this method, and that way we can get the train through. Wait, where do I want to put the path for the train, though? Let's look at L here. Let's see, you're ending there, kind of hard end. Couple of spaces here. You, I would probably excavate this one out. So, I guess maybe this is the one here. That we want to put dirt on. All right, then I need to move that over just a bit more. It also might mean I should move that last container. Let's see, let's do this first. And then do this next. And then let's just walk this container down. I did start a second row recently. We'll just walk this container down there. We'll be fine. Well, Twitch is behind YouTube. So there's the stats. There's the video stats you can turn on or show, and it's possible that it's a refresh issue. It happens to me all the time when I'm watching Twitch, where I get like 30 seconds behind. I have no idea how that happens. Yeah. But I just had to refresh in order to force it to be on time. Alright, that's good. We'll put the last one in right in here, and that'll take care of that for us. Alright, so that'll give us a little bit more room here. If I'm going to do that, though, then I need to disable the dirt dumping here, so we can force it down there. And we'll put that in here so that we can build a train station down here. Take all of these items out. One of the things I did was I was trying to get access across here so they could start dumping into this area, and I have. But I wanted them a little bit more. I wanted them to clean out some of the titanium that was here. So I gave them a couple of extra buckets and then moved them out of the way, because I don't want them. They were here, and I moved them over there because I don't want them constantly filling up those extra buckets once we start hauling this out. but I didn't want to do anything else either. So we need to have loading stations. We need to have loading stations for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do I need sand? I don't think so. Not here. So let's take that one out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dirt and rock won't be trains right away, but they will be eventually. So we need 7 outputs here, which means probably also redoing some of these belts. But 7 stations, 7 train stations, and then we'll see how that goes. And all but one. Oh wait, 7, 8, because there's oil here too. 8 train stations. So we'll need 7 loose stations and 1 fluid station. So we can copy this for the loose station. We're not going to put fuel here because no matter where this goes, it's going to go someplace where there's fuel. So it'll go to a smelting column here, which we have fuel in, whether it's copper or iron. It'll go here. Limestone, I don't know where limestone's going to go, but it should have fuel. And titanium, when we have titanium drop off, we'll have fuel there. What are you whining about? Stop whining. Oh, I know why you're whining. You're whining because of this guy. This guy. Yeah. Limestone is going berserk over there. Limestone's going to be a while before we're ready for it. Copper, iron, what do we got? What else we got? Coal. Wherever that goes, which isn't much these days, we'll have fuel for that too then. That's basically it. Yeah, that's basically it. And then it's rock and dirt, which I might have to figure something else out for those, because if they don't have fuel here, then they're going like to a coastal dump site like this one or something, then we could have a problem. But we'll have to figure that out later. Those I've got some time on. Oh, I don't want to do that. These 2 can go, and then we have a lot of more stuff to fill in here. I'm going to have them go ahead and fill in. I'm going to move this down. It's down by a little bit. And then we'll do stuff. Whoa, that was a lag spike. This is not going well, I guess. Alright, so let's fill in that far. Yeah, that far. And then I would like to, and I know I copied that station to do this, but then I noticed where we were at here, and we need to do other things first. This will go... Right, okay. This will go here. I'm not going to activate this right away, though, because I would like them to try to fill in some more of this over here so that I can get more of these ones going. But at least we have this staged out. All right, so stations. Let's see. You are not there, but here. And let's see. We just need to put 7 of these down plus crude oil. And crude oil could honestly go kind of anywhere. I could even do these kind of both sides kind of thing. But since there's only really one on the other side, maybe I won't. I'm not sure exactly where to align these at yet either, so we'll just take that and go from there. Let's name this station... Starting Island Iron Trading Station. And it'll be an iron ore. And it'll be an iron ore. Actually, wait a minute on that thought. This. I want to not name it that, but just name it with a question mark here. And then copy it, and then, yeah. So we're just going to do this. I'm going to put them right up next to each other because we don't have the need for belts to be all weird here like we did with the factory. 3, 4, 3 more. That's kind of big. And then a fluid. Okay, so this will be iron now. Actually, wait a minute. Is that iron? I got iron in A, which puts it here. Iron should be down here at the bottom then, based on the way this thing is oriented. I should go with dirt, then rock at the top here. Dirt. And dirt. And then rock. Okay, and then after that, limestone, titanium. Actually, it should be titanium ore. I guess. Oops. Which means I should probably also... Actually, the rest of them are fine. This titanium ore. And then after titanium comes copper, coal, and then iron. Copper. Kappa. Okay. That one. And then coal. Got that. This. So I might have to fix some of the names of some of the train lines, be more specific by the type of item. Let's see, that was... This stays iron. This one's done except for the name. There we go. Okay, so these are probably going to need to move up just for sanity reasons. But, oh good, they're dumping dirt here already. Good, good, good. We'll have to do a T intersection there, run it down here. And then we need to have the same type of thing we've been having, which is a parking lot. I think I'll go with maybe this one. Got a pipe in that. Take care of that. This is where it comes into this train. Is that correct? You have to copy paste iron to the other thingies. No, because it was already iron. Everything was iron. I was changing it from iron to the other thing for the other ones. So, no. I actually have to move this down quite a bit. If I need this many parking spaces, but I need 8 anyway, which means I could probably delete about 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. And I can take out this much. And I can take out that much. Actually, I wonder if these should go up here. Yeah, I think they... Well, no, they won't fit there either. Can I walk these? No. Oh, wait a minute. Elf hat. Okay. Actually, if I pull them down this far, it'll work. And I don't need very much room for the belt, so I think we'll do it this way. Yeah, I think we'll do it this way. I'm gonna upgrade this. Loose storage 4. Unity boost it. But I want you to not output anything. I need to break the titanium then. Good. Delete, 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 delete. Delete, 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 delete. That. Must be a little bit of iron ore, a little bit of rock, and a little bit of dirt in here. Uh-huh. These will need to get walked out of the way somewhere. Can I do them both? Oh, I can. Oh, that's great. Walk, walk. Walk like an Egyptian. Bring that down a little bit more. That should be enough, maybe? No, we better go down some more. Actually, this one could go about there. And then this one can be brought up to meet it. And then this one can be brought up to meet that. Alright, that'll do. That'll do. Okay, so let's take these guys now, cut them, rotate them this way. Leave a little bit of room here for belts, but I don't need a lot. I guess I need about 5 spaces there. And then we should be able to swipe something like this. Flipped. No, wait. Like that. Delete, delete. Get rid of that stupid bush right there. Actually, delete the straight pieces too. We'll just take the curves for now. And then this parking lot can go flip and rotate, and I think into there. Check this. Yep. And then we just need to figure out where we want this aligned to. which is going to be actually out here. Might be a little problematic, but we'll play that best we can. There-ish. Forgot about the fluid one here, though. So maybe I should try to fit that in right here. Let's grab this one. This is a fluid loading station, so we'll grab this one. That's gonna have, the pipe's gonna have to come around and get plugged in a different way, but there's nothing I can do about that. That'll go in here someplace. Gotta take out this whole fuel pipe system here. And actually, I can take out these two thingies and put these in their place. That goes there, that goes there. Oopsie. There, 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 and there. Guess it would help if I also changed this to be crude oil. And change these guys to be crude oil. And crude oil. Copy to that. That should do. And then is this right? Not sure. Let me grab a segment of double track. Put down here. And then I need an entrance and an exit. Let's see. This is an entrance, but that's kind of a wonky one. This is an entrance. Might be a little bit cleaner. Might be. Oh yeah, we got plenty of room here now. That'll go... That get put... Yeah, that gets put there. No, I had that centered. Oh, I added space to these. Center that. Okay. Move this right away down here. And then these got to get moved over a bit. Just that far. A couple of these, drop them in there. And then this whole shebang is put in down here. Wait a minute. That about you. That's probably a good enough spot, right? Right. And then we got plenty of room here for belts, which is good too. Was titanium on... Who's on what end here? Yeah, that's good. Titanium was on D. Happy Festivus. Holiday for the rest of us. How you doing, Jonathan? Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh, that's not what I wanted at all. Wait, why is that backwards? Shit. Meh. I feel you on that one. Okay. Train number 13 is whinging here. Okay, I've had this happen a couple of times. I don't know why it's doing this. It is hauling steel. It is at the steel station, but it's claiming that it cannot go into the steel station because the steel station is full, which makes sense, logically speaking. So I had to recover it, but why is it getting to that point and then realizing it when these are no-stop areas here? I don't understand it. But it'll come back out of here. May have already done so. And go somewhere else. That could be it. Maybe it's changing its destination, but that's annoying as crap. I don't know. Alright, so once this dirt gets filled in, then we can build the exit rail here and put its intersection in. In the meantime, though, we can go ahead and build these rails here. These rails here, although many of them aren't going to get used for a while. Did I leave enough space here for a crossing? Maybe not. Do I want to put a crossing in there? Maybe so. Yes, let's do it. All right, so let's take this whole thing up here and scooch it down a bit so we can put a crossing in. Let's go right there. Nope, off by one. And then we can make this so once again. Also, we can make all these so once again. Or this time. Or something. And then crossing, a double rail crossing like this one. That goes there. You come in this way. You'll go out that way just someplace. Oh, that's not good. And we have... Oh, this is backwards. Cut that out. Wait a minute. Oh, I've really botched it now. I made it Graspian-like. Shit. Mark, welcome in. Put that there, and then just do it this way, Wally, like a human. Oopsie. There we are. Goes there. And there we go. Yep. Alrighty, so they'll deliver all that stuff. We'll get that stuff made. This titanium needs to get snuck into its titanium spot. We'll do that. But first-ish, come out by a few and just start feeding these other ones in. Kind of want to know where they go. Let's go to there. And let's also come out by a few and go all the way down to dirt. Rock. Not that far. There. And then limestone is here. I really skipped some outputs there, didn't I? I guess I could toggle those. What's this area? This is the starting area we didn't use. There's all this small mining area here that I wanted to have a station for. We'll do that. Oopsie. You go in there. And then this here can go into here. Now, the only thing this doesn't accomplish that I really wanted to accomplish Hmm. I don't think I want this. I think I want these to all be elevated rails, or belts. And the reason I think I want that is because I want trucks to be able to drive back and forth here. And, because I still need that. I'll need them to collect things from here until we can have them shipped in to, the various stations. Shit. I did it wrong. Alright. Do that again. They need to go up higher than that. Just go to max height. Oopsie. Okay. Third time's a charm.
Oof.
Oof, indeed. Stone. Titanium. Other than a mess, you're not sure? Yeah. And then what I want to do here... do this. Let's do that one. I need to build every one of these except for the titanium one. Is this one. Not that we're using them now, but for future Wally purposes. Still building those rails. Perfect. Oh, it's jammed. It's jammed up. Okay, good. It's jammed up, but also good. This. Look at how much of that they filled in when it jammed up. Let's Unity these. It can unjam itself. Future Wally can wait. And I could probably do... Did I not do that? so why did I not do that? Yeah, I know, it's all jammed up now. We'll get there. This could be cleared now. I can move this up another block. That's actually probably as far as I want them to go, actually. Give you guys some help. And they'll just fill all this in here, I think. They ever fill this in? No. Okay, maybe they will one of these days. What do I have? Yeah, they should. Alrighty, so that takes care of this. We just need a bit more dirt. Dirt is... Oh, it's a big sand pit. Let's see, the one over here is down to quite a bit left. And the one over here is down to even more, quite a bit left. Hopefully by the time we've gotten that far, we're importing quartz and we can crush it and make sand out of it. Hold on, filling. Oh, that one. That one is filling in the uppermost layers now. We still got dirt to fill in here, but it's filling in the uppermost layers, so that's good. I was just thinking about that too. I'm probably going to have to scoop the dirt out of here in order to accomplish that. But I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, this would be a great spot for the new oil build. We can take down these 4 and put it in there. Then I'll probably move the town, but only move it maybe down into here. I'm going to square this off first, and I may even push it out further, out to this line before we get there, but that would be a lot, I think, so maybe not. Yeah, we're filling up to level 3 now. And then once we have all of it filled into level 3, we'll put dirt in here. And we're already filling in, or we were filling in dirt out here. But I stopped that so that we could focus the dirt on this little passage here. Which is about half done. Hopefully they'll get it done fast. Probably not. But we could scoop some out of that dirt dump if we needed it. And maybe we should do that. Maybe we should. Because I'm thinking we don't have that much... Oh, we have a lot of copper, actually. We don't have that much iron left, though. So we're going to need to start getting iron out someplace. There. Oh. And I figured we might as well clean the iron out of here, since it's not that much, before we go into this one. Although we can just add in another... one of these stations for iron over here onto this one. Love the terraforming? Yeah, me too. One of the neatest features. Especially the fact that it works so well, given how it's all particulates based. So with all of that going, and we don't really have a whole lot more we can do on it yet. Although I do need to take one of you, probably. And thus 3 of you. And reassign you over here. And give you this stuff here to scoop out. Elf Wally wants to go to bed already? last video, you're talking about the town. Put it on the coast somewhere? Yeah, it's going to go on the coast somewhere for sure. Because otherwise, it'll just be too much. Because we do need the, we need not only water input here, which I have kind of going a weird way here, but also we need the brine to make chlorine so we can make the wastewater treatment. So we have a lot of need for that here. And then what I'll end up with is a row of train stations feeding in all of these things. And then I'll end up with an output set of stations for these 3 things here, going to where they're supposed to go to. Man, recyclables is struggling to get cleaned out. Yeah, we need that on trains. We also have this probably backed up over here too, full of recyclables. Yeah, the trucks cannot keep up with those recyclables. Not at all. We're overwhelming the trucks. Although having to build this stuff whelmed them a lot, for sure. And then I'm thinking farming was going to go over here. That's a long way, though, for all of the food to get all the way over here to where the housing would be. So I'm not sure now. But, you know, maybe we... But, yeah. Just talking about that. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean... Also, this is quite a bit away from being cleaned up, too, and squared off. They still have that mountain to take off. I still have a bunch of this to dump in here. I could put the farms over here when this gets filled in with dirt. But then that means they got to go all that way to get to deliver the foods. Train 13 again. Sorry, other trains. Train 13 was blocking traffic. And where are you off to now? Oh, you're gonna go. Oh, because they go and pick up. Yeah. It shouldn't matter so much long as you have enough trains servicing the routes. Yeah, up until there's deadlocks or whatever. Because there's too many trains on the system. Oh wow, they scooped a lot of this out. I notched this piece out. There's a lot of iron in there. And we were backing up on iron. I did put a bucket here for iron. I could let them notch a little bit more of that, I suppose. Maybe that many more. A little bit at a time. But yeah, distance shouldn't matter as long as there's enough trains, assuming all the things. On the other hand, though, there's only actually 2 items that are taken from... No, I lied. 1, 2, 3, 4 items that are taken straight from farms to the housing. Otherwise, everything else is processed through a factory. And as we clean out this area here or this area over here or something, would be a good spot for food processing. So we could do that. And that would give us, we could bring in all the foods that get put into the processing. We'll have to put chickens and that somewhere else as well, which are over here right now. So all of this would get moved into a new factory. We'd have to figure that part out too. But that could go elsewhere too, because it needs a bit of water, but it's, I think, right? It needs a bit of water, but it's not a ridiculous amount of water. So it doesn't need to be on a coastline. It could just get its water from the ground like it's doing right now. Because that groundwater is more than keeping up with that usage. And the usage over here, or not using it over there. More than keeping up with this usage, so it's fine. And the usage is going here for fertilizer that we need to move as well. Maybe they could add drones. That's what the trucks are. Okay, so all of that said, that was weird. It was like jittering. All that said, what do we want to work on next? This is tempting to me to work on, even though a lot of these things aren't on the rails yet. It's tempting for me to build this factory someplace else, have it rail ready, and then just have things being delivered via truck, like we did with the rubber here and so on. Why is the belt paused? Oh, this belt, because I want the rock waste coming from these two mines to come this way and get dumped into this pit, rather than coming this way to get dumped out here into the coastline. Eventually those will all be replaced by trains, so it won't matter much, but we're not there yet. So I think we'll do that. We'll start designing this factory anew. We'll need to make it a bit more scalable than it is right now, because we're kind of stuck positioning wise with what we can, how much we can expand it, and which is why all of his Unity boosted, because I couldn't expand those production lines. So we need to build this a lot more scalable than we have it already. So we start in the end with this. Let's see, where do we want to go? Let's go over here and design. This place is green, which means the trucks aren't using it, which means we can. I want to upgrade this to an assembly 4 right off the bat. At least an assembly 4. We could even go to assembly 5. From there, but I think I'm going to stay at assembly 4. From there, we also need to be able to take out the medical supplies 2. Whether we keep this all tied in here, or we belt those in separately, or we train those in separately, which I think I will do. We'll need those for crew supplies, so we just need to have an output for this. So I'm going to put that, leave a space for that so that we can take that out, split that out. This is also needing to be upgraded to a 4. We might need, or we might want, more than 1 to 1 of these so that we can accommodate for the crew supplies. Although the crew supplies is not using very much. It's using 1 to make 4. So maybe I don't need to do that. Maybe I just need to do a priority splitter here. And we shortchange those a little bit to accommodate for it. Why does Twitch think you need depends ads? You're not that old? Because you're a dad. I don't know. We need 38 right now. So at this moment, with nothing else, we are producing a little bit more than what we need. We will be producing a little bit more than what we need. But we should be prepared to double it and or upgrade to assemblies 5. Otherwise, inputs here is also going to be these 2 factories here, which are making 2 different things, but we need to split them apart so that they are made in different rows, different lines, so that we can input the items properly. This makes 24, that makes 24. Those are already at scale. Wait a minute. Did I F this up? Yeah, I didn't need to Unity boost these. They're already producing enough as it is. We only need 24 with this upgraded. Great. Okay, so you need 24 and 24. That's what these are producing. So we just need to break these into separate lines so that they are input. This gets pulled back then, so that I can handle so I can handle the expansion if needed. Although that's going to make this very long and skinny. So maybe I don't do that. Ugh. Ugh. Because unlike in Factorio, you don't really have columns of production here. So maybe I don't need to do that. Maybe I just need to build it for this and then build it again. Plan for future doubling. That's a simple way to do it. Yep. That's probably more than sufficient to... Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so in that case, In that case, I can do... two of these. You can come up here and we can double that. And then we'll just delete the duplicate. Probably flip that. Put them together like that. Actually, it probably should be the other way around. Yeah, probably should be the other way around. What does this one look like? That one could do that, though. Poppy's in the middle. No, we'll leave it like this. It's fine, because they kind of look nice together that way. And then this thing here is making the hydrofluoric acid. It makes 12, and this is as fast as it can go. We'll need to have 2 of them. They could potentially plug directly in there too, if we could space it out right. We just have to be real careful with that. We could do that. You have an input of these at scale. Switch this back a bit. So 2 of these for 2 of those. And then you also get in... where am I at? You also get in these things, which are being made in chemical or fermentation tanks. And I put those in line with the other ones because I was like, well, they need the same inputs. Maybe they don't. Let's see, we need to have a total of 48. That's 3 of these for each one of these, basically. Let's do that, maybe. Thanks for the iron tools. You needed new ones? Good. How you doing, Marshall? I need like 6 of these. Low supply of copper ore. Alright, well then, pause, and you both configured for dirt. You are. Let's reconfigure one of you for copper. I don't know why they're over there getting dirt, but they are. We do have copper here in the selected already. I think I will just dig out a bit more right in here like this. And that should take care of the that copper in that area. And that you should give up what you're doing and come over here and mine copper. Excellent. Tired from work, and your cat seems to want attention for something. You don't know what for. Because it's a cat. So that takes care of this input. Treats, yeah. And then we need... Wait, we just grabbed those, didn't we? Yes. Now we need the inputs for that. Gold mine needs more designations too. Now we're getting into a rough spot with gold because, well, no, it's all right. Take out this here. Oop. There. And take out a bunch of this here. Do I have F7? The sand line... No, I want them to go here at higher priority. I want them to clean this station out much faster because it's going to be a problem here with gold. Unless I move it, which I could move it up over here now. But I'm still going to have a problem with gold. It's still going to be in the way eventually. We have to be real careful with this one. Unless we can get rid of the sand first. You are mining copper at least now, right? You are. Okay, good. That's all I really care about, is that you're mining copper, because that means we'll get copper in here. All right, so next up, over here. Your inputs are these things and this thing. No. Let's see, this can be upgraded. You need 24 each, so it's going to be 4 of these. And then this needs 24 of these, which is going to be 4. Wait. 4 of these? Wait, upgrade that too. 2 of these. Can't even say the word treats around Frisky. Yeah, that sounds like a problem. How does this work? Oh, I only have 1 of these. Right, of course. So it's 1 of those. Wait. All right, that is right. Oh, right, because I upgraded them. Right, of course. Alrighty, so that'll do okay. So we need 2 of these. Pair them nicely again. And we need 4 of these. We need 4. We need 4 of these. Those are train carried materials, and these are only used in this recipe. These are only in this recipe, so having those things on the rails don't make a difference. This is only used to make those. These are only used to make those. Hydrofluoric acid is a thing. I mean, we could make that and train that around too, but I'm not going to do it. Medical supplies are used in those 2 things, which is why we need to have a buffer output here. These are only used in that, so that's good. Wait, did I miss? Oh no, these things. And these things are only used in that, so that's good. So these are all kind of single-purpose things, which is why doing them all together makes sense to me. So that takes care of those, though. And then the last thing being really made here is this. And for that, we need to have 18 total, which is 1.5 of these. Like that. Okay. So what do we need otherwise? We need a lot of sugar. A lot of oxygen, a lot of nitrogen, or ammonia rather. More oxygen and more sugar down here, which is why I had those all in the same row. Plastic and steel in here, those are direct fed. We have carbon dioxide coming out of all this, which is why they were in the same row. This is net zero. This will be rock and acid in, slag out. Net zero. More steel up here. Glass, more acid here, and poppies. More ammonia here. And then that's a net zero. This is a net zero, and then we have outputs of the 2 levels of those. I got the yawns tonight. What if I plug these in directly? I think that means flipping this one. That lines up kind of nicely, actually. We'll want to have a bit of space here, though. One more space than that, actually. Because they'll need to be 5 away so that we can do lifts for the slag, or not. Lifts for the slag and the steel, or not, because it could go... the hydrofluoric acid could go up and back down again. But I still think that space will be necessary so we can get so we can have room to get all this other stuff through. I think I would put these... No. I think I would pull these back down here. Because their inputs are these two things. So I think that would be better. That gives me room to take these out, however we do that. I could even put these over here, kind of. I mean, I think I would move this whole thing down like that. I think this will be train stations on both sides, maybe. Outputs up here. Maybe some inputs. And then some stations over here, too. These would go into here. The carbon dioxide would come out. These would all go like this into there. And then these actually could be here and flipped around backwards. With the this output going into here like this. We need plastic here as well as... Actually, no, nowhere else. Raspian, welcome in. Merry Christmas to you as well. It is, I guess it's what? Middle of the afternoon, Christmas Eve for you? But this way I can get oxygen. Nitrogen goes here and there, or ammonia goes here and there. But Christmas Eve afternoon, yep. Oxygen and sugar down this line here, which I think would work out fine. These things would come out this way and into there. Sorry, too, you need to cook for Christmas Eve dinner. Okay, so long as you've got again. I appreciate that. Appreciate you popping in. Let's back these up a bit here. I like this. It's pretty not bad on the evenness scale. I could actually move these guys that way a bit more too, and it would even it out a little bit better here. Like even all the way up to there. It would be fine. What do I need to bring in though? Let's do some counting here. Input ingredients, plastic and steel. Ammonia and sugar, acid and rock, glass and poppies. That's 8 items. What I have over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I have a lot more. Oh, I didn't. No, that's sugar. Oh, I have 2 ammonias. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 items. Good. And Merry Christmas to you on Twitch as well, Graspian. Appreciate that. And then we have a couple of output items here, as well as the 2 key output items here. So that's 4 out, 8 in. We'll need some of these too, but I can put those in wherever. If I could move 2 of the inputs to the other side, that would be a little bit better. Then it would be balanced inputs. Something like glass could easily be over here because it's only used right there. And maybe steel or plastic could be as well. And Acid could be as well, although it's being used here and there. I like the idea of putting whatever the other one is down on this end. So either steel or plastic would be good, I think. Even steel and plastic, and just bring the glass in from this side wouldn't be bad. The slag going out is here. The carbon dioxide going out is here and here. So maybe do steel and plastic on this side. And then bring the carbon dioxide across and meet up with this one. The carbon dioxide here. The slag can be next to that, and then the yellows out, and then the reds out. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then on inputs on this side, we do the sugar and the ammonia, and then the rock and the acid. And then the glass and the poppies. I like that idea. Tree planters, no fuel. Well, hopefully there's a fuel truck coming for you. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Thank you, Marshall. Merry Christmas to you as well. I guess I need another... dirt's done. Another, whatchamacallit. Was there something I was going to do with dirt over here? Was I done with it? Shit. Before I unpause the game and let them do their thing, was there something that I wanted to use to dump dirt over in this area? I don't think so. I think I just want them to come back over here and dump it over there again. Let's do that. Allow dirt dumping, or everything gets jammed up. And then we can finish this rail here. Oh yes, there was. I think I'm gonna have to fill this in here too, like this or so. Shit. All right. Now let's see where that's gonna go though. I'm leaving the game. I'm gonna pause the game again, because if I need to redirect those trucks, I will. Let's go here. This exit thingy. And then this will go... Ah, shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it'll go there, right? Actually, this is fine. I'll let them fill that in, though, still. Just so it doesn't look so stupid. But this is fine. Let's redirect these guys back. And then I need a segment of rail here. And I need a T intersection. Like that. And then I need a crossing again, like this. And then this will come out from here. And go into there. Make it so. Thank you. Okay. I guess we need to run some belt and pipe connections here. It'll be a total of 48 plastic, 48 steel. Also 6, that's 12, that's 60 exactly. Plastic on this line. Let's see though. This will need to be something else here. Yeah, there's the Wally Santa. I bet these things are bigger. That's also bigger. That's okay. I'm gonna back these up by 1. Actually, I'm gonna move these guys down by 1 also. I'll line the inputs up together, and then the outputs will be a little bit wonky, but that'll be better. Wally claws, yes, indeed. So we need to have 1, 2 belts here. I think I'll do plastic on the floor, and that's the one that's going to need to be Mark II belt. Not because it actually needs to be, but because it's right up at 60, and I'm skittish and skeptical about that working properly at all times. We'll go into slot 2 here. Then we'll put steel up above it. Flat lift. There. Slot 1. Remember, we're only actually building half of this, but it's fine. And then steel can be flat conveyor 1. There. 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 And there. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, steel and plastic were coming in from this end. Okay, good. I thought I screwed it up already. Carbon dioxide is going to go down and meet it with those guys, but what I can do here is this is only going to be a total of 18 of this. Do a Mark I pipe here. Come out to that point. Here. Up by 1, 2. It's above this pipe, not for any good reason, just because. And then we'll drop this into here. Like that. Then into here. That. And then this one. Go into there like that. And then carbon dioxide will go up to the top level probably to come out. That way we just kind of get it out of the way up high. I think that'll be good. Here, these are outputs. They can stay down low. What do I have for spacing here? Here's where the most critical spacing is, because there needs to be 5 between these. Kind of. Kind of. Rock control tower needs more work done. Oh yeah, we can take out 2 of these, and you can get back to work clearing things up here. That. Alright, they filled that in, and did I send them back over here for dirt dumping again? I don't think I did. Did not. You may dump dirt there again. Okay, so this is done now. If we'll still keep this here though. This just tuck it away over here someplace. Just for future reasons, because we're gonna have more dirt to dump here eventually. But I went far enough, I think. Okay. Stop chirping at me. I could turn that off, but then I'll complain because it's not on. So if we bring, I'm going to ignore these 2 for a second. If we bring the sugar in here on the floor, I think that's the best because it's the it's the knot pipe. Let's do Actually, no, it's fine. Okay, that got wonky. That pipe's wonky. I just noticed it. You go out to there, and then up by 2, and then over to here. That's better. So bring the sugar in here. We need to have 4. See, these are 16. That's 32 plus 4 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is 24. 32 and 24 is 56. That's a U-shaped one. That'll come all the way down here to that point. Go into there. Perfect. I love it when these things square up nicely. And then... Oxygen. How much oxygen do we need? 16 times 2 plus 8 times 6. That's 48. And 32 is 80. And how much oxygen, since I can never find these things, how much oxygen do these things make? 36. Son of a bitch. We need 2 and a tiny bit. Why don't I put these over here? They kind of fit nicely. Did that square up with that nicely? No, actually they need to move down by 1. It's fine. Still they fit nicely here. I'll just have to make sure that I plan this well, but I should be okay. Having these spaced out doesn't really matter to me. We'll need a vent 36 times 3, so a big amount of let's see, is nitrogen here? No, it's just this, right? Yep. So a large smokestack for the nitrogen. Are these spaced out enough? They are not. They're off by 1. Oof by 1. Let's see. Let's see how much of this stuff we're gonna have to do here. Let's put oh. There's a little bit of sand still here. All right. Rock, we need 24. That's U-shape 1. That'll come in like this. Acid also needs to go over there. Could actually come down along and then tuck over there too. Got a plan for that. Steel's also gonna have to come from here all the way down into here. You have to keep that in mind. That we'll need to have something on level 2 cutting across here. Acid. Well, let's put... Acid can't be on level 2. Let's put oxygen and nitrogen next, and then acid up higher. Wait a minute. And these things... No, let's put these things on level 2. Yes, let's put those things on level 2. Flat lift. Here. Because they got to merge in with these things anyways, so they're good on level 2. We're going to eventually have 8 times 6 of them, which is 48. So that's fine as a flat 1. Back those up some more. Maybe I should. Yeah, back these up some more yet. These things? Yes, that's a technical term. Yes. We'll go straight across. You'll go there. I don't remember what they're called, so they're these things now. That and that. And this. Oops, and this. And this. That. What are those called? Antibiotics. These things. Okay. Zero, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we should be good here. Barely, but good. Let's do nitrogen next. That's got to be a Mark II pipe. Same thing for the oxygen later. You go to there and then go up. Here. And on down to here. So. Technically, these little connectors could be Mark 1s, but... Doc! Welcome in. Now let's do it anyway. Down. 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 And then we need another pipe here. The oxygen. That can go to this point and around there, where I stopped for now. Then I do Mark 1s into there. Into... Did I miss that? I did. Shoot. Oh, I didn't. Okay, good. There. Nope. There we go. How you doing, Doc? And then it goes into all of these, and they need each 8, and these ones need each 16, so that's still... on down the road here. Go a little bit past once again, and we'll figure that part out. And do the inside of each pair as oxygen. That, enjoying the fresh smell of rare desert rain. Might flood tomorrow. Exciting. Take that tail off. Rock dump is bored again. And you have almost jammed up down here. So I think what we can do is reverse this belt. Take this out. Take this out. And then we can just level this off here. And you are just about done with that bit. There we go. Oop. Oh, Christmas rain. Oh, Christmas rain. We will have some too. Make it so. And let them fill that in a bit before I connect this across, I think. Or before I build this connector. Yeah, take all this crap. Get it out of here. There it goes. All right, good. You from here. Oop, off by one. You from here. In you go. Which direction is that going? All right, good. I can unpause that. It's going this way. So when I'm ready, I can just flip this belt back and we'll be good to go. Yeah, I'm going to let them fill some of this in for a little while before we come back to do this part. In the meantime, though, I can take out some of these markings here and I can replace some of these markings here. And then we can go back and work on our frickin' design here to keep getting distracted from by anything possible. Nitrogen, or ammonia rather, is coming in. Maybe I should have put that down a belt or a level. Probably should have. For that we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh boy, that's a lot. We also have it over here, and it's gonna need 12 over here. Oh boy, that's a lot. Let's see. Let's do Mark 1 pipe. Just do it here on this height. Go all the way through once again. To here, and then to there, and to that one. And I'll just have to be real damned careful here. That's all. That'll do. Oh, I forgot to hook up the oxygen on this side. Oh, no. Oh, I did. Okay, it's... Okay, never mind. It's plugged into that port, not this port. It's got both of them. Yeah, both of them. Okay. Oof. That would have been bad. So these guys coming out, I think what I'll do is I'll lift these ones. Just on to level 2. Like that. That's 48 total. 48 total. These guys will come down. There, I guess. Don't entirely like this, but I also don't know how else to do it, so I'm doing it this way. And then these guys will be a little bit special because they're just going to come out. This is flat, right? Yeah. Weird. They're just going to come out this way. And, when they're like that. Okay. Okay. I push the house into the sea later. That's kind of what we're doing. That's what this excavator's job is doing. Is since there's no like bulldozer or skid steer of any kind here, you have to excavate it back out again to dump it into the ocean. It's kind of annoying, but it's the way that the game works. It's the tools we have. The alternative is to have the trucks pick it up from the loose storage, and since the stackered things here fill in a good chunk, like we're down here at like negative 20 something. I'm going up to level 1 plus 1, so we're going up like 20 levels, 20 plus levels here. They do a really good job of filling in that missing bit there. So, yes, but yes. Kind of a pain. And then I just have to take the top off the cone, basically. Alright, back to this crazy shenanigans here. We were trying to get acid in here, right? Yes. We need 6 and 6 plus 6 and 6. Okay, that's a Mark 1 pipe. And that's going to go on... Not there, not there, not there, but there level. Here someplace. Come on through. Yep. You'll come on through to... Let's go to this point right here. And then we'll turn and we'll go into this right here. And you'll go like this. And drop down into there. You'll go like this. Drop down into there. You'll go like this. Drop down into there. In there. That takes care of all of these inputs. We still have the carbon dioxide out. That's easily enough accomplished. We're going to have 4 times 6 plus 16 times 2. Yeah, 16 times 2. So that's 32, and this is 24. Which puts us at 56. That's not bad. We'll just do 2 of these pipes. When I merge them together, I might make it a fast pipe. But we'll see. This will come out here and go all the way up to the top, and then come out this way. Somehow. Actually, let's do this one first. You go there. And then we R that, and we take this all the way down into there. And we do the same thing here. R all the way up. All the way up. Whoa, that's not right. I watched it happen. And then this one here does the same kind of thing. All the way up to probably like there. And then down into there. To there. Out from there. Nitrogen is this pipe right here. That's going to come over here. Ideally, I would keep it at the same height, which is 2. I screwed that up then. Shit. I have steel already at 2. Which one's easier to futz with? Probably the steel. Putting the steel up on 3, though, does that F with me any? Not at the moment. So let's put the steel up on 3. Or actually it's 2, because this is already... This is 1, yeah. This is 0 based. Flat lift. That. Flag there again. We had Mark 1 conveyors there. This will go this way. And this can follow that. Go this way. And into this point. Like that. Trim the end off, and it should round that out, but even if it doesn't, I don't care. That's the steel. On the ground here will be the slag going out, I think. And that's going to be 6 hole slag. So we need a U-shape 1. Actually, don't need a 3 for that. That'll come out somewhere there and here. Acid's already covered, right? Yeah, 3 acids input. Okay. Glass poppies. Poppies. Actually, maybe I should have put the poppies on level 1. Yeah, let's put the poppies on the bottom floor here. Fine. Poppies, we're going to need eventually 24 whole poppies. Let's once again do a U-shaped conveyor 1. And you come in like this. And then these I'm going to put into the outer ports because the inner ports are touching and it gets weird like that. Not you. You. The glass. We need a grand total of 12. Here. And then slag's got to go out. This nitrogen needs to come in. Let's go ahead and take care of that. What are you again? 12? No. 6? Okay. Pipe 1. You can be... Let's do this one. Gotta go here. We already decided. And you're gonna come down to what? Go here and across. Connect up with that guy. There. I might see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. I'm gonna have to put... Oh, I can put the slag up in the top then. Oop. There. And there. And then these pipes can just come out there and jump. Nope, not there, they're not. See this one do its thing here. Oh, well, that's totally what I wanted. Thank you, game. Goes out here to there to jump. Nope. All right. Jump that one. That. You'll do the same thing. I gotta do it manually. I might as well just do it manually. Right there. That. I like it. And then that U-shape one coming out of here. Going all the way down to there. Okay. That's all of that. These go into there. These go into there. What kind of spacing do I have here? I probably need these spaced out just a bit more. We'll need a flat balancer out here someplace. Not sure where exactly. I may end up moving it, but out there someplace. That'll take the 96 of these out. Actually, I'm gonna put it right there. Take the 96 of those. We'll prioritize out to the train. And then they'll go into here. Actually, it'll split evenly for a while. And then they'll go into here. And this way. You'll go into these spots here and here. Let's do this here. And this here. I'm going to direct feed these things. So you'll do that. We're direct fed with a little bit of a jog to their business here. That's 24 a piece. That's flat 1. That, and like this. And then these ones will be flat on 2. They can be sharing a belt and split. And we'll need a total of 48 of those. So that'll go like this, like this, like that. And then this will have an output going to the train, and that'll be a blue belt here to the train. All right, now we got to find a spot for this beast. I think that's everything. I missed something. Figure that part out later. Let's edit these recipes, though. Boom, 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 boom. For reasons. There. Rock dump is done. Okay, so I think you're done now. You are. Let's, put you back on rock for now. Rock mining for now. There. There. Where do we want to build these, or make these things at? Not enough room where they're at. No matter how I rotate it. And there's not really much here. Input-wise, that we're using already elsewhere. Like I said, a lot of this stuff's going to still be truck-fed for a while because, I mean, we have steel and plastic on the line. We don't have sugar on the line yet. We don't have ammonia on the line yet. We don't have rock on the line yet. We don't have acid on the line yet. We could do one of those two fluids right now. But we were planning on doing graphite, not a fluid. You know, poppies, so a lot of this is all going to be truck fed. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wait, slag was supposed to go this way. Shit. All right, I can fix that. You go this way. You get deleted. You get toggled. Good. Like magic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice. Okay. I need a bit more boxy of an area. What do I have? I guess I should have planned for that first, although I didn't know how big to make this. I might need to do some more dirt filling in before we can do this. We could go in here. Because this could easily move, and that could really move. Actually, this could just get deleted. Let's just delete this. We don't really need it anymore. And then I can just move this. I just walk it. Over here someplace. That'll be fine. Can you be walked? Yeah, you can. Okay, good. Rotate it so that I can walk a little bit faster. Since it's a little bit rectangular there. Slightly. That'll do. Gives me the room here. And then as soon as this clears out, which there's not really a whole lot of places for that coal to go anymore. The only thing we're really using coal for now is to make graphite. Yeah. Let's quick remove it. It'll go into here most likely. No, it didn't. It went somewhere else. All right, that'll work. And we'll see where that goes. I'm going to snooze that ad because we're going to wrap up on time tonight. And let's get this put into place here someplace so we can figure this part out next. Which is how to position the train stations. Might have to fill in a little bit more dirt here, but how to position the train station. So I need steel drop-off type station like this. Right, I guess I'll have to take it like this with some extra stuff. Although we'll want to have the pipes anyways, so that's fine. That'll go flip here someplace. And then plastic right next to it. They can be right next to each other. We'll have to fix the fluid pipes. We'll have to have a hydrogen station here too, which I think I'll put on this side. I can reroute this belt, by the way. The biggest challenge here is going to be that this should really be further back, which is, like I said, the biggest challenge here, because we're going to need to have parking lots and things here. I could use potentially this same... Oh, I need... Wait a minute. I need this area for a parking lot. Shit. I might be able to make a tweak to that to put the parking lot for these guys in here. If I route this exit immediately this way and out this way, I could replace this with a T intersection like this. Have the output line here, have the input line here. They go into a parking lot here that then gets switched back into there also. I think I could make that work. I don't need as many parking spaces because I have much fewer stations here than I have here. I could do that and then have a bit over here. This is going to have to get moved that way, though, in order to make this work. Isn't great. Shit. I don't know if this is going to work for this or not. But we can at least get the plan going here. We'll have... carbon dioxide out. That's a fluid out station. We can take a copy of you for that. Ooh, what did I have here? There we go. Copy of this. And then we have slag out, which is which is like one of these. Apparently I didn't build all those rails. Right. I'll have to replace these stations once again. Slag out and then 2 flat outs again for the 2 medical part thingies. That'll go in up here someplace. That'll be that station. On this side we have sugar, which is a loose item here. And ammonia, which is a fluid item. And rock, which is a loose item. Wait a minute. Yeah, rock, which is a loose item, and then acid. That's basically a direct copy of this up here. And then we have poppies and something else. Glass. So we do this for poppies. Poppies. Glass will be a flat one. This one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about where to put this in because I don't have the room here that I thought I did. This is a bigger thing than I was expecting. Ooh, that's not good. The trains are stopping there until the train before it clears and they can move all the way here because they can't stop there. It's too short. And they can't stop there. It's too short. So they don't keep moving behind each other. They stop until they can clear. Which might cause us some traffic jams in the future. Especially if I put more T intersections this close. So that might not be the wisest thing to do here. Although this one's not necessarily permanent. Well, eventually we'll have... If we leave the town here, eventually we'll have something coming out of here to go into the town. But I don't know how I'm going to handle that yet either. Alright, well, I will do some more terraforming between now and Thursday. We'll see how that goes. We're going to have to find a spot to build this, though. If that won't work there. If we didn't have the farming here, this would be a great spot for it. We do. I might be able to fill in some more land and get some land reclaimed. I wonder if it could go in here, connected off of this line. A rough sketch here. If it's pushed way up against that, it might be able to. But I would know because we got to mine out this limestone here yet. Dang it. It might be able to. It would be a little... No, it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit there. Nope. So, yeah, we'll have to find a spot for that, because I don't know where I'm going to put that. This could be one of those things where we end up building it someplace weird, like way out here. And then rebuild it later, someplace that makes more sense. Or it could just stay out there, I guess. It could. If you have any thoughts, let me know. And we can incorporate those thoughts into whatever plan we make. Did this thing get filled in thickly, nicely? Yes, it did. So let's, before we go, let's turn this on by flipping this belt here and copying a good swath of these things again so we can drop them in there. One more would be grand. Line it up. There we go. Make it so, and they will just dump all that in. We'll fill in back here and get this corner all snug in there, and that'll be good too. And then we'll see. We'll see. That's what we'll do. We'll see. See what we get up to in the next stream. So the next stream is scheduled for Christmas night. As I mentioned before, there's still a chance that it may not happen. Depends on how the family stuff goes. We'll see how that plays. Yeah, am I going to flatten the entire island? Yes. That's the goal. That's a stretch goal, but it's a goal. But we'll see how the family stuff goes. I don't know if I'll end up having to cancel the stream on Thursday. Saturday runs a similar risk because we have some family stuff on Saturday too. So I would like to do at least one of them. So if I can, I will do Thursdays just in case Saturday goes sideways. But for tonight, let's raid Andrew. He is participating in the... No, he's not either. Did the PIO end? Or did I lose it somehow? Figured he would be doing the PIO, but he must not be. Well, let's raid Catafly. He's playing Alchemy Factory, which we will try to do either here or on YouTube at some point soon. It just, there's too much going on right now to add another game in, so that's why I haven't done it. But I would like to get to that game once again. So let's raid in and see what they're up to over there in Alchemy Factory. Thank you all for coming and hanging out with me, chatting, redeeming, all the things. Check out the YouTubes, as always, where you can find more content that isn't here. And also come and join us on Discord. We are planning Community Game Night still this Friday for anybody who is around and available. So you can come and join us for that. You know all the spiel if you've been here before. Games that are easy to jump into and play, even if you are not... even if you're not able to be there week to week. So come and join us for that. And while you're there, you can hang out with us, talk about games and technology, and share memes and all the things. And then we will see you all again, hopefully on Thursday, for another stream of Captain of Industry. Thanks for coming. Have a good one. Bye for now.